you gorgeous people of the interwebs, I hope you're having a fan-dabby-dozy day today. Today I'm doing Meredith's buy, borrow or bin tag. I asked for your help. You have offered suggestions and options. Is it helpful or is it just cruel? I have been tagged by the marvellous Meredith to discuss my buy, borrow or bin options.
EditGwenny here. I've realised as I've been editing this video that all the way through I have been saying bin rather than ban, which is actually what Meredith wanted us to do. Ban these bags, not bin them, but I'm binning them.
Seriously guys, I asked for your help and I'm going to tell you why I asked for your help. And that is because the Lion came up with a similar suggestion for a tag video a long time ago. Like this was, I think this was even in the old house. He came up with this this idea and it was called Snog, Marry and Avoid. Neighbours be doing some DIY next door, so you'll probably hear some background drilling and stuff, which is great. But if I don't film now, I ain't got nothing to post. I am a spreadsheet girl. I keep a list of all of my videos. That's how I would keep track of any ideas that I might have lost. And I have come across a couple that I might do again in the future. But I keep this spreadsheet, and if this video, if I was doing this from scratch now, this would be video 463. I haven't posted 463 videos. The Lion had this idea for me. That would have been video 210. So that was a long time ago. I thought it was a great idea, but I had absolutely no idea how to execute it. Meredith is a lot brighter than me. She's a lot more clever than me. She asked you lot for the suggestions for her to choose. Solved the problem. She solved the problem. I have followed her cue on this tag video and I've reached out to you guys on the Instagram and on a community post on the YouTubes, and you've given me your suggestions. And when I said, is it just cruel? Oh, you are cruel. I have got a mix of bags that I don't own, bags that I do own, which is the cruel bit. And we're going to get into them right now. So I am going to start off with Meredith's. Meredith has gone for bags that I don't currently own, but she knows I have expressed an interest one way or another in. She has gone for a pink Birkin, a pink denim Neo Speedy, or a pink sequins regular baguette. Now, I have talked about the regular sequins, pink sequins baguette a few times because I would love that bag. I have got a vintage denim Louis Vuitton in the baggy PM, and I've expressed an interest in getting that in the pink as well. And a pink Birkin. Well, let's just say never. I have to categorise these, so I'm going to categorise them. The bin is really easy for me on this one, Meredith. I'm sorry, the bin is the pink denim Louis Vuitton Neo Speedy, and that is because I don't like the Speedy. Never been a fan of the Speedy, love the baggy, don't like the Speedy. My buy would be, let's see if the Lion's listening, my buy would be a pink Birkin. Yeah, I can see myself buying that, using it, keeping it for the future. And the borrow would be the pink sequins regular Fendi baguette. And the reason I would borrow that is because I would be too scared of the sequins falling off. So I would borrow someone else's who's already been used and abused, and you know, anything that was going to happen to it would have happened to it by then. So that's what I would go for. Thank you, Meredith, and thank you for putting me through this pain. I saw your pain while you were doing this video, and yeah, thanks for sharing it. Kaylee, who is a massive supporter on this channel, she has been with me forever, and she always takes time out to comment on every single video. Kaylee has given me the brand, but she has asked me to come up with the bags myself. The brand is Alexander McQueen. I am a fan of Alexander McQueen. Haven't seen much lately that I would like to buy, really, but I am really into their silk scarves. I've got quite a few of the silk scarves, and I've got 4 handbags from them. So I've decided to choose from the bags I currently own from Alexander McQueen. And there are three. They're all quite big, these bags. There is this skull zip satchel. This has got a grab handle and a crossbody. So I'm going to put that there on my little makeshift table. I have got my pink twin zip around skull satchel. The names are they're almost like Chanel names. So this is a, oh yeah, skull padlock. I've got a video on this one. One of the reasons that I wanted to do the YouTubes is because I was looking for a review of this bag, didn't find one, so I did one myself. And it comes with the padlock here, which is a skull. That's a working padlock. It's got a little hole in there for the key, and I've just added this silver chain from Dress Up Your Purse onto it because I thought it looked nice. It's a bit clashy with my shirt. And then the third McQueen bag I've got that I'm using for this is this studded, all over studded little satchel bag. This goes shoulder or crossbody. It's got a nice little chain with the leather bit for comfort on there. So out of these three, let's try and get them all in shot. I haven't got any of the handles up on this one. Out of these three, which would I buy, which would I borrow, and which would I bin? I've thought about this a lot because the toss-up between two of these was really, really difficult, but one of them was easy, and again, it was the bin. I'm finding it easier to discount something straight away and then focus on which one I would buy and which one I would borrow. The bin would be the all-over stud satchel with the twin skulls. I love the look of it. I think it's a great looking bag, but it's this kind of concertina. It's got this kind of concertina effect to it, and it just means that it's all compartmentalised on the inside, and I don't like that. I prefer my bags to be like one big hole, and then I can deal with the compartmentalisation via pouch deployment. So I would bin this one, although she is a cool bag. So that brings us down to these two. I would borrow this one, this satchel. This bag has been through it with me. This was my commuting bag, my travel bag. It's big, it's really lightweight, it is so functional with this huge zipped pocket on the back. This was one of the bags that I said I would save in an apocalyptic scenario when I did a collaboration with Winnie on the 3 bags we would save in an apocalypse. This was one of them, and it was because this could be my hunter-gatherer bag because it is so capacious and it is so versatile and lightweight in the first instance. So I would borrow that one from someone who ever had it, and I would buy this one again. I love this bag so much, and not just because the Lion bought it for me just after we were married, and it matched the colour of my hair from when we married, but it's quite heavy because the leather's really thick and good quality. It does have a removable crossbody strap as well, but I kind of really love the kind of classic shape of this bag in this pink colour. It's like classic, but it's a little bit different because of the colour. You would expect this in tan, browns, beiges, maybe in blacks, but this is hot, hot, hot pink, like a neon pink, and that is why I would buy this one again. It's a great bag. I've used this as an overnighter. It carries that much, and it's just a great bag. So thank you, Kaylee. Andrea Brown 3116 suggests the Saint Laurent Puffer, the Louis Vuitton Epi Speedy, and the Mulberry Softy. Well, I have one of these bags. And I have the Saint Laurent Puffer in this gloriously soft lambskin in black with the silver hardware. She is a rock and roll bag, and this is the one that I would buy. I already bought it, so I already love that one. The Epi Speedy, that's probably my easy bin. Excuse the drilling from next door. So once again, it's an easy choice for the bin, and the Mulberry Softie would be my borrow because I like a squishy bag and it looks proper squishy. I have got some suggestions here from Debs, Wild Unfiltered. Debs has gone for the cruel options. Thanks, Debs. She has gone for, and I will get these for you. So Debs has asked me to categorise and choose between my peekaboo, there we go, turn it around, my Fendi peekaboo from the 25th Baguette Anniversary Collection, my new Crystal Nano peekaboo from the 2023 Christmas collection, and my vintage Louis Vuitton baggy PM. Debs, what are you trying to do to me? Bin, borrow and buy. Oh, I still don't know the answer. I've been ruminating over this one and I still don't know the answer. I don't want to bin any of them and I don't want to borrow any of them. I bought them all because I love them all. Okay, right, 3, 2, 1, snap decision. I will bin the Crystal Nano Baguette only because it's tiny. I would borrow the peekaboo because she's classy, and I would borrow her for an event, and I would buy the vintage baggy PM again. And Debs, I don't want to revisit this, thank you. I don't want to be thinking about this again, Debs, so thank you very much. That was horrible of you, and I expressly wish this tag upon you. So you go through the pain as well. Right, we'll move over to the Instagrams, and the Instagrams start off with my girl Mary from Lumi Level Up. She has gone with the Louis Vuitton Monogram Edition, comprising of the Speedy, Alma BB and the Neverfull. Speedy, straight off the bat, in the bin. Always the same, always the same.
They're always the same, always the same.
I have got a well-worn and well-used and well-loved Neverfull GM. She a big girl, she a ride or die girl, and that would leave me with the Alma BB, and I would borrow the Alma BB. So I would buy the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, and I would buy that again. I would bin the Speedy because it's a Speedy and I don't like it, and I would borrow the Alma BB because I like to give it a go. Thank you, Mary. Rinson or Rhinson 87 says, oh, these are all ones I have and I've got them out. I've got them out. What are you doing to me? Rhinson or Rinson 87, I do apologise if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, asked me to choose between, what is going on with you lot? The Louis Vuitton PM baggy, my fuchsia mini baguette, and my vintage Louis Vuitton sac tricot. We've just covered this. This was my Christmas present. No, it wasn't. It was my birthday present from the Lion last year. So she's only a few months old into my collection, and I love this bag. And this is a bag that my stepmom bought in Singapore in the 90s, and I coveted it ever since, and I finally got her to part ways with it a few years ago. In this scenario, I am going to buy the fuchsia mini baguette. I am going to borrow the Louis Vuitton PM baggy, and I am going to bin the sac tricot. And the only reason I'm going to bin the sac tricot is I love it, but I don't wear this colour. It is quite a cumbersome shape, size bag. It's a great talking piece, and when I have used it, it's generated a lot of interest, especially when I've been in Louis Vuitton stores, in boutique. They're on me like flies on you know what. I couldn't not keep the mini baguette because I am obsessed with the mini baguette. It is one of my most used bags. I've got 3 of these and I use them all the time. And I would borrow this one for those days in the UK where it's sunny enough and not rainy enough to actually use a denim bag. Thank you, I think, for that selection to choose from. LV Lover 33. Jen, what are you doing to me? She has suggested, let's make some room here. Crikey, Danger Mouse. I'm really sorry if you can hear the drilling from next door, but what's a girl gonna do? She has asked me to choose from my Fendi Peekaboo, my Fendi mini baguettes, and also my mini puzzle bags. All of which I love, all of which I use. Seriously, dude, can you just go and have a cup of tea or something for 5 minutes? Let me finish. All of which I love, all of which I use. And in this scenario, what am I going to do? In this scenario, I'm still going to keep the mini baguette. I'm going to borrow the peekaboo and I am going to bin the mini puzzle. I'm not happy about any of this. Don't think I'm happy about any of this. Those are my choices. Why? Again, this is quite a classy, it's quite a heavy bag. It is probably not up there on my most used. She brings a lot to the table. She really, really does. But I still view this as a more classy, elegant bag. Again, this one I use all the time. The mini puzzle's actually got a better capacity, but the thing about having this mini one has really, really made me want the small one in a bigger size. And usually if I've got a choice between the 2 of these, I will go for this one. So this one, don't hate me and don't listen to them, Precious Tiger. You wouldn't be going anywhere. But I would bin the mini puzzle. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. I don't like it. I want to get off this ride. Next up, Debs from Wild Unfiltered again. This time on the Instagrams. Oh, Debs. Slightly different this time as well. Slightly different, but they are all baguettes. She's made me choose from all of the baguettes. My leather, pink leather mini baguette. My Zucker print mini baguette. And my crystal nano. I would... Why, Debs? Why? Why are you doing this to me? I thought we were friends. Again, I think because of... No. Okay. Right. No. This one is hard. Because I have to choose between 2 of the same bag and say why I would pick one over the other. The capacity of the Zucker is slightly better. It stands up on its own because it's slightly more structured and less smushy than the leather, the Napa leather. And again, we've got this tiny little nano that does really very little. I mean, I use her, but I does very little, very tiny. I'm gonna buy the Zucker. I'm gonna buy the Zucker because it gives me that extra level of logo for when I have my logo home moments. I would borrow the Nano, yes, for parties and and I would bin the Napa leather. I've got 2 Napa leather mini baguettes and you're making me choose and I'm actually binning one of them. I don't know how that works. Again, Debs, don't want to think about that anymore. Got one more and this one is Blues Luxury. What is going on with you? What have you lot got against my pink? Or is it just because she's the last one in and you want to make me squirm? I think that's what it is, isn't it? Bless you. Blues Luxury wants me to choose out of my pink Fendi baguette, the multicolour pochette from Louis Vuitton, a pink 2003 Dior saddlebag. Ooh, multicolour pochette. I can live without that. Live without it. Yes. Yeah, sure. I would like some multicolour from that collection, from that way back collection, Marc Jacobs era. Classic Loewe. Lovely stuff. I would want a bigger bag. I would want more of it. So I would bin that. I would borrow the Dior saddle because it's interesting, but I don't know if I would like it. And I would get to keep my pink baguettes. And if you were suggesting a pink regular size baguette and not actually this one, I would do the same. I would have the pink regular baguette. Wow, that was painful. Actually, it's been a month since Meredith tagged me to do this. I've had lots of stuff going on in the background, which is why I hadn't got to it. But I have thought about it on and off. Whoa, which ones should I do? I should really do that video. Doing it on camera though, in front of you, boop, is harder than I expected. So those are my choices. I can't remember who else Meredith has tagged, but I absolutely 100% want to see Debs do this because she's put me through some pain, and I would like to see Mary Lumi Level Up do this tag as well. Oh, let's throw in Dale and Amelia Rose as well so we have the trifecta of the witches. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not being horrible, but go and check out any of Meredith's videos. I do hope you've enjoyed watching my pain, watching my anguish as I've been going through this video. If you did, please show it the thumbs up love. And until I see you, yes you, boop, for the next video, which will be slightly less painful. Until I see you, yes you, boop, for the next video, please stay safe, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, stay fan dabby dozy, and bye-bye!